RJ Doyle again. This is Quick Minute with McLaren. You can see here on our figure 8 course, we burn a lot of rubber. 3 hours and a half. That's all we've done. That's all we've done. So I want to see you how much wear we've done on these tires, especially the segmented tires, in 3.5 hours. So let's take a look at the clock right here. We've got 1,234.8 hours on that. So 3.5 hours. Take a look at our tires here, and what I want to point out is the design of the tire and how important the role of wear resistance is because of the design. Before I was mentioning about the crown. Another important aspect of tire design is the tapers. So you can see here our edge of the tires, they look very similar to the original tire. We have a crown. There's no big torn edges. It's pretty flat going across. Okay, that's because of the tire design. Now, our competitor's tire, the segmented tire, is big, it's bulky, it's square, and it looks beefy and tough. But in reality, poor tire design equals poor wear resistance. And this is what I want to show you. Come take a look at this. So let's just say that we're on the flat part. So this is where 3.5 hours we've been on this course. You can see how that's a straight edge right there. It's flat on top. There's no taper, there's no curve. So after 3.5 hours, you can see this gap that we have in 3.5 hours. That's how much this tire is worn. So what happens when you don't have a crown or tapers? That's what happens. It's almost down to the base. So it started up here, actually a lot taller because the top of the tread is worn down, and it went all the way down. So you can see here what it would be like. Same thing on the inner edge. So you can see that's square, right? It goes straight down. So you can see here the flat, you can see where that's all worn off. Same thing, next lug. You go back, you can see where that's just worn down as a curve. So what happens is if you have poor tire design, you're gonna wear a large portion of your rubber off on the initial hours because it's gonna take it off naturally. If you don't put tapers and crowns into your tire, the tire is gonna take it off on its own, and you've wasted a lot of rubber. So even if you have a great wear-resistant compound, doesn't mean it's gonna be a wear-resistant tire. So you need to go with McLaren and go extreme.